Oh my gosh, it's been so long. This feels flipping weird. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. Okay, I have a lot of explaining to do and we have a lot to talk about, and my friends are going to be here in an hour so that we can pre-drink and go out and have a good time. So I'm going to get ready on camera today and we're going to have this big chat, and I'm going to fill you in on all the things that have been happening and why I've been away and why I'm finally back. So yeah, like, if you want to be privy to all of this, get seated. Hopefully it's not so much of a long one because, you know, I'm a teacher now. I got books to mark, so hopefully it's not a long one so it doesn't take me long to edit. But catch a seat, let's just get into this. Wow, I haven't said that in a long time. Okay, so where do I even start from? Let me put my primer on. Okay, don't need to do me like that. So where do I start from? Okay, so the last time you guys obviously saw me, I think the last video I posted was my Thailand vlog, and like I loved it, whatever, and then like I just decided, you know, I need to go. I really gotta go. To be honest, I didn't really decide that I really gotta go. It's just that life made that decision for me. So last time you guys saw me, I was training to become a teacher, and obviously I was doing this on the side, and I just finished uni that year. So yeah, I was trying to juggle everything at once, and it's really hard being a student teacher, still teaching kids, still trying to keep up with your friends, still trying to keep up with your family, and then also like post content. Like, I don't think anyone told me how difficult that like point in my life was going to be in, and obviously because no one told me, I didn't prepare adequately. So I was literally just going with the flow, but going with the flow meant I was missing deadlines and I was just missing things that didn't need to be missed. Hold on, my drawer is stuck. I didn't anticipate how much time I would need to make sure I was keeping up with all my hobbies, like obviously YouTube and taking pictures for Instagram. Not that I was good at that anyway to begin with, but like that became worse. And because I wasn't able to prepare for that, it made more sense just to let it go. And when I did let it go at first, I genuinely did think like that was it. I was never gonna post a video again, and you know, YouTube will never see me again, and then that was that. I'm breaking out, let's just ignore it. And it did make me sad because I'd obviously been doing this for a long time, since I started uni, and like I never thought that me joining the workforce or me becoming an adult and actually officially adulting would impact my ability to do these things. So it was sad at first, and I thought to myself, like, you're just dumb, because I'm sure Beyonce doesn't have two heads, even though Beyonce has a lot of money than you. And like, I've never really fully agreed with the idea that, oh, you know, Beyonce has, you have the same 24 hours as Beyonce. It's true, but I felt like I was just giving in, but there was also nothing I could do about it, because like I said, I was planning lessons, then I was going to school and I was teaching the lessons, and then I was writing essays for the people that were going to qualify me to become a teacher. I was doing a third of a master's, and then I was obviously dealing with things at home. It was a lot, you know? It was a lot. So I just thought, like, it would just make sense. Sis, just let it go. You know, you've had your time, and it's been a bloody good time at that. Just let it go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, that ain't no problem. But for me, it was a problem because I felt like I was giving up, and that's just not something I do. That's just not something I do. So obviously during this time, I was just doing my own thing, doing well at school, being an amazing teacher, if I do say so myself. I'm a humble person, but you know, sometimes you gotta touch your own horn. So I'm here tooting my own horn for that. So that's what just made it impossible for me to film. And you guys were obviously messaging me on Instagram and Snapchat, and like when I do see you guys in person, it's always, oh are you coming back on YouTube? And I just felt like I had this like moral obligation to be here, but I didn't want to feel like I was just coming on back on here for you guys. I had to feel ready for that as well, and I had to prepare adequately for that as well, and be in like the right mind frame. So like, yeah, I've just been on this journey of trying to get parts of my life together, and more than anything, it's just taught me that you can't think that when you are trying to get your life together that it's just going to be easy, because it's not, and it's okay. And if you need to take time out because things are too much on your plate, that doesn't mean that you're giving up. You can always come back and figure shit out later. Like, it's not by force for you to have it all done and dusted right now. Like, I'm actually only 23. Wow, I'm actually 23, but I'm actually only 23, which makes me feel bad. Which means like I've still got my whole life ahead of me to get shit together. So if I needed to take a few months out because shit wasn't together, that's fine. And whoever wants to penalise you for that, my friend, come on. You know, just you wasn't supposed to be around anyway. Do you know what I mean? So I will always now just take time away from things if life is getting hectic, because I can't, you know, be excellent if I'm dead. You know, I can't enjoy the fruits of my labour if I'm sick or I've worn myself thin. And like, that's just what I don't want to do. Like, my job is already hectic as it is at work. I don't want to put any personal stress on myself if I don't need there to be stress on myself, you know. And I think it allowed me to really focus on the professional part of me, which is obviously school. And guys, I love my job so much. Like, as I'm saying it, like, I'm getting small goosebumps on my skin, because I actually love my job so much. Like, I love being a teacher. Like, I didn't think I could love it this much. My lights are on and they really should be off when I'm filming, so let me go switch my lights off. Better. Like, I actually love my job. When people used to say, oh, yes, you have to go to work, but you can actually find a job that you love. Like, I thought that, yeah, bruv, people's got bills to pay. Ain't nobody got time to be thinking about what they enjoy. If you get to that part of your life, then good for you. And if you don't, and you just end up in a job that makes money, then that's just as good as well. So, but, like, I actually thank God every day. The job is hard. Oh, yeah, it's hard. Some days I'm dying on the line, but I enjoy it. And there's so much peace in knowing that this is where, like, God has placed me and this is where I'm supposed to be. There's so much, like, conviction as well to make sure I'm not being lazy, because it's not just a job. Like, you actually, it's one of my neighbour's children's birthday, so they've had like a big party on the field that we have outside our house, and I think it's just so cute because they invited all the kids in the neighbourhood. So happy birthday, baby, to you too. There's so much conviction, and there's so much, it makes me happy to know that every day when I'm going to work, I'm making a difference to someone's life. But I don't feel good because of what I'm doing. I feel good knowing that my kids feel safe in my classroom and they feel like they could come and speak to me whenever they need me, or they could come and speak to me because they trust me. And I'm not just a classroom teacher for them, I'm also like an actual role model in school. And at the end of the summer term last year, one of my students, we were going on a school trip, and one of my students were like, Miss, I actually can't believe that we're from the same local area. Like, it makes me so proud to know that you come from the same area as we do. It lets me know that I can do it. And like, that just made me feel like it's worth it. All the stress that I'm doing is actually worth it. And I know I've only just started my career, but I actually cannot wait to see where my kids go in due time, and I cannot wait to see where I go in due time. It's like we're growing together, so they know I'm young, and they know that you know, I'm probably a lot less experienced than the other teachers, but I think there's this whole idea of like mutual respect that we have for one another that really makes the classroom such an enjoyable place for us to be. And even coming back now into like my new summer term, I mean the new autumn term, seeing the kids like, oh, I have Miss AJ as a teacher, and they're excited to come to my classroom, like, it makes it all worthwhile. It actually makes it all worthwhile. So yeah, I love my job. It was hard last year because it was a shock. I was literally going from a young person to now being an adult, and also being responsible for like other people's children, when I myself was a student last year and someone else was responsible for me. But I feel like now that I've qualified as an NQT, like, I feel like it's all becoming full circle. So I know a lot of you have messaged me like, oh, Kike, are you going to do any teaching videos? Are you going to talk about how you get onto your course, or how your experiences was? If that's something that you guys want to see, I'll obviously put it down below, and like, I'll get my time together to actually provide you guys with a video. And that's another thing, like, I also felt like I couldn't come back for some time because I actually didn't know what I was going to be back on here to do. And I feel like YouTube went through this whole transition of not just doing your own content, but hauls. Like, everyone's doing hauls now, and I'm not the most like fashionable babe. Like, I look to other people for inspiration. Let me not even lie to you. Let me keep it a buck. Yeah, I look to other people for inspiration because I'm not a stylish babe. I don't know what's in vogue, and it's okay to know what's not in vogue. But so I just felt like, sis, are you really going to come back and just be doing hauls when you know you're not a stylish babe? Like, own it. And it's okay to know that you're not stylish. So you look good in clothes because you see other people put them together, so you're using it. But it's okay to be like, yeah, I'm not Anna Windsor's protege. It's okay. It's all right. So I struggled with that a lot. I didn't know what I wanted to come back and do and put on my channel. And I think I've just like come to a conclusion that right now I'm at a point in my life where things are making sense, so I don't want to do anything that just doesn't make sense. So for now, I'm just going to just be going back to doing my talking videos, like just talking about things, because I think I've got personality, and I think it's a shame, and people around me say this all the time, like they think it's a shame that they can't gauge my full personality from YouTube. And I think that's such a waste of a platform for you guys not to know how I am and just be posting content. Can you hear them shouting? If I smack now, I'm gonna close my window because if someone doesn't get him, I'll get him myself. Yeah, I just think it's such a waste of a platform for you guys not to know how I am. If you ever met me on Snapchat, like you'll know how I am because I'm just silly, and I think you could kind of get a glimpse into how I am as a person on Snapchat. But here, it's a shame that I haven't really exploited this opportunity for you guys to really see how I am. And I think one way that I really want to do for you guys to see who I am as a person more is the vlog. Like, I actually had the best summer of my life this year, and inside I was like, you're actually a dickhead because you actually didn't vlog one thing and you lived your best life, but now it's all in here, memories, because you didn't vlog it. And I think vlogging is, I'm just crap at vlogging. Like, I snapped in summer that I'll be the worst vlogger because I'd probably use my camera because I get crunk, you know what it means to get crunk. I get crunk in the club, so I'd lose my camera. That's first of all. Second of all, I'd be having so much fun that I would even forget to bring out the camera to snap in the first place or to vlog in the first place. And like, I just think I'd be so embarrassed of myself that I'd just say, oh no, this content is it's not going up. But we're gonna challenge that this year. We're actually gonna challenge that this year, and I'm going to vlog. I'm gonna vlog. So tonight I'm going out with my mates. I'm gonna take my phone, my actual phone, rather than my camera, you know, baby steps. And I'm gonna vlog because I know I'm a teacher Monday to Friday, but my life is getting fun, and I don't know if it's because I'm older or I got more money in the bank now so I could do more things, but life is looking up, you know? Okay, so I'm getting there. I'm getting myself together. Like, these days I've been doing my makeup, and my makeup doesn't even look half bad, yeah? I learned this trick from watching one of Mahina Makeup's live. Rather than putting like your contour down here, like, sis, you lift it and it lifts your whole face. Wow. And I don't know what I was doing without that trick, because that trick changed my face, changed my life. Like, just look at me now. I'm gonna snatch myself and you're gonna look at me afterwards, yeah, and tell me how snatched I am. All right then. Just as I was dealing with things professionally in my professional life, like things were going off like in my personal life as well. So I think it's even a good thing that I wasn't on YouTube during this time. And I know, yes, we always go through things in our personal life, and that shouldn't be a reason why like we run away from our responsibilities and whatnot. But no, this one I'm glad that no one was there to see me or whatever, because like it just resulted in a breakdown of so many things, and I don't think I would have been in a good enough position for me to sit here and give you positive vibes through your laptop screen. So I'm even glad that I was doing things on my ones and by myself, because yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to give off that kind of energy to other people. Like, I don't think we should underestimate the fact that we sit here and we watch people on YouTube, like whatever energy that they have within them, whatever kind of spirits they have within them, that's getting transmitted and that's being put across into your own personal space via your computer screen, your TV screen, wherever you're watching this off. And I think that would have been irresponsible of me. Yeah, irresponsible. So I'm glad I wasn't even in a position for me to even be thinking about, oh, do I have to film this week or not? It's better that way. Alongside the vlogs and me talking, what kind of things do I want to put out on my channel? What kind of things do I want my space to be known for? And what am I going to make my staple this time around? Because I think it is those kind of conversations that you have with yourself are important. Like, they allow for growth, and I'm in the business of growing, so can't find my brush. For myself, this will be an interesting part of my journey again, like getting readjusted to all of this, making sure I'm making time for things that I do enjoy, such as making videos, because I do like talking. Like, I have been talking for a long time now, and I just think, you know, when you just know in your heart like everything was meant to happen for a reason, and this part of your journey was like it had to happen. I also told a lot of my friends a lot last year that making videos was becoming like anxious for me. It was difficult. Like, I would climb up in front of the camera, which I think, now that looking back, obviously I would feel like it's silly, but it was a valid thing that I was feeling at the time. And it's actually just a camera. Like, this camera can't say nothing to me, and if it does say something to me, I will buy another camera and I'll deal with that camera instead. So like, I think it was just getting a lot, and the pressure of being like a certain way, and like all your contemporaries are going places and being invited to things, and I just felt like that wasn't happening for me. And like, I just thought like, well, like, what's the point? Like, I'm just here, I've been here doing this a long time, and like nothing's happening. But I feel like it's important that I remember that when I first started, yeah, none of this influencer-ish existed. And that's not like why you, obviously that's not why you started YouTube. So like, don't let that be the reason why you stop doing YouTube either. And I wasn't making any plans to come back, of course, but I just felt like everywhere I went, there were signs for me to come back and speak about things, and there were signs for me to just not care about the things that I should care about. And like, I'm so glad, like, I decided to charge my camera last night and say, you know what, today's the day where I'm gonna film. If you had asked me on Monday, Kike, you're gonna film this week, I probably said, film for what? Why? What's the reason? But like I said, as the week was going on, I just felt like, sis, you're needed. Go back and do what you're doing. Okay, let me get myself together, and then I'll be back. Okay, so this is the finished look. I'm gonna literally go in and like hot comb my hair so it's more like down, but this bit's more like blow dried and fluffy. Yeah, this hair, sexy one. Anyway, there's videos on it on my channel from previously. I just need to now change my outfits. I could get ready to rock and roll and crash the boat tonight. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video, and I'm actually really looking forward to seeing what like this new aspect of my life looks like now that I'm back on YouTube. And yeah, wish me luck, pray for me, because I'll be praying for all of you, and I'm really thankful that all of you decided to stick along and you guys were concerned about where I was for the last few months. But we back in the game, baby, and we're here to kill it. So I guess I'll see you guys soon for another video. Bye.